I told you last video that I would update you on exactly what happened to my engine as soon as I got it out. Last few days I got the entire engine out. As you can see, it's right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to show you exactly what I found. There's some other parts outside of the short block seating right here that got damaged too, so I'm going to show you all of that. A few other things we're going to do. I'm going to show you a little bit of the organized mess. I'm going to show you kind of a cool way that I was able to lift this motor off of the K-member after I dropped it. And then also, I'm driving this to the machine shop like in an hour. I'm going to have the machinist take a look at the crank and give me kind of a real idea of what we're looking at. And that was kind of a spoiler alert on what's going on with this thing. So let's zoom in and I'll show you exactly what happened. Okay, so we're looking at the bottom end. I pulled off a couple of the main caps and I pulled off one rod cap to show you the bearings and the crank. As you can see here, if I go in a little closer, the crank and the main bearing here definitely took some damage. This is probably from the loss of oil pressure. This is one of the journals on the crank for the rod, and that looks a lot better. This is one of the rod caps, and there it is. Not horrible, and this is another one of the main bearings. Yeah, not in the best of shape. So this is definitely where all that bearing material came from, is right here in the bottom end. So let me show you why we lost oil pressure, and that's in the back of the truck. Okay, there you have it. It was a lifter. This is an LS7 lifter. As you can see, it broke. This is where I lost my oil pressure, caused it to drop, caused the main bearings to get damaged. Let me show you also, this is the cam, and this is the one lobe right here that lifter rides on, and that's damaged. The rest of the cam looks good. And then check out more of these valve seals. I don't get it. There's like a ton of valve seals that are pretty much ruined like this. Compression leak down was fine. It didn't burn any smoke. It ran awesome. So I don't really get this part, but the heads are going to come with me to the machine shop also, so we'll get those checked out. This is what I wanted to show you. Do you know anyone that has a lift in their garage but doesn't have a cherry picker? Yeah, that's me. I don't have a basic cherry picker, and I figured out that an iron block is very heavy. Me and one of my friends who works out all the time couldn't pick it up off of the K-member to get it on the stand. And he came up with an awesome idea to use the factory tow hook covers and some huge bolts. Those are the motor mount bolts actually, and some washers. We took this chain, we bolted it to the valley cover behind, underneath the valley cover plate. And we were actually able to use the lift with the car on it and actually use the Trans Am to lift the motor up and hook it up to the engine stand. So I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't come up with it at all. He did. I honestly didn't know what we were going to do. I thought we were going to need to grab like 2 more guys, but we did it. And now we got to figure out a way to get it in the back of my truck, and it's not exactly at the right height. Before I end the video, I just wanted to show you guys my organized mess. My hot side, my turbo, which I will put in a plastic bag so nothing gets in there. Cold side, valve covers. We have an intake over here, some head studs, my heads. If you guys don't have this tool right here for taking the springs off yet, there's the other part of it. I highly recommend it. I'll make a video on how to use that. It's awesome. I always like seeing people's big mess after they rip something apart, and I'm always thinking in my head like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm not that guy. How's he going to put it all back together? But in reality, when you do it, you know exactly where all this stuff goes. It's fresh, as long as you don't let it sit there for too long. So this looks bad, but I know where it all goes. And as soon as I get this engine back, it'll go back together fairly quickly, especially on the stand or the K-member. There's the update on the Trans Am. I got my engine here. I got a big pile of parts over there. We got the car in the air, the cam member on the ground. It's a big mess, but I love it, and I cannot wait to get this thing back from the machine shop. Once I get it back, this stuff actually goes together pretty quickly, and what I'm excited for in the next video is to show you guys exactly what this setup looks like sitting on the ground on the cam member, fully assembled. The entire hot side's going to be on there. I'm going to re-wrap it all in brand new heat wrap, all painted black. The trans will be on, the intake will be on, the belt will be on. I'm going to put oil in the thing. That's the beauty of dropping the engine out with the cam member and everything, is you can assemble it all and then zip it back up into the car, and it's not that bad of a deal to do. Also, I told you guys in another video that I was going to break down prices on all this stuff any chance I got, and this is no exception. As soon as I get my final bill for the short block and everything else, fluids and everything, I'm going to do a really nice screenshot of all my prices so you guys can see exactly how much it would cost you to freshen up a forged motor that has a lifter fail on you. Thank you all for watching the video. Thank you to all my subscribers and everyone planning to subscribe. I really can't wait to make the next video. So as always, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then.